Hello, I'm very excited to be here today to talk to you about protecting your identity. Just as you have to protect your money, you also have to protect your personal information. Never give out personal information such as account numbers, passwords, or answers to security questions over the phone or through email. And what I really want you to remember is that banks, credit unions, and other financial institutions will never call or email you asking you to verify personal information. Only provide information if you initiated the call to a number you know is from the company, or if you directly typed in the web address and you see signals that the site is secure. And the way that you'll know a site is secure, website, is that a URL will begin with HTTPS. Again, the URL will begin with HTTPS. And they'll also have a lock symbol next to the URL. In addition, they'll have security, authentications, and certificates. You can prevent identity theft by guarding your information carefully and only sharing it with a few trusted people. Though it may not seem like it, your identity is one of the most precious things that you possess. Thieves who are able to steal your identifying information can pretend to be you, buying things on accounts that you own or under your name. And this leaves you with their bills. In addition, it can also create problems with your credit reports and scores. Now I'd like to talk to you about identifying information. What is identifying information? Identifying information is anything that is specifically unique to you, such as credit card and bank account numbers, your driver's license, date, city, and state of birth, your social security number, your passwords or PIN numbers. Many people think that identity theft happens primarily online. And if you don't shop online, you're safe. That is a myth. The reality is that most identity thefts take place offline. In addition, in over half the cases of identity theft, the thief is someone that the victim knows. Because of this, it's important to be cautious with your identifying information, both online and in the real world. What I would like to do now is to talk to you about an identification tool. And I'm going to go ahead and switch screens so that way you can follow along with me as we go, okay? Let's go ahead and I'll share that screen with you. Okay, there we go. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to check your credit report. You can do this by removing your name from all three credit bureaus, which is Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And you can do this by calling to opt out at 1-888-567-8688 or online at https://prescreen.com/?RF=T. Then you're going to want to choose the forever removal option. This prevents pre-screen offers from falling into other people's hands. And again, remember to type in HTTPS. That's very important. Next, you're going to want to check your credit at all three credit agencies. You can do this for free once a year. Some people know that, some people don't, but what a lot of people probably don't know is that you can get a credit report every 4 months. And the way you go about doing this is, say, in January, you you request a report from Equifax. And then in May, you request a credit report from Experian. Then in September, you request a credit report from TransUnion. This way, you're kind of keeping up to date how your information credit report is looking throughout the year, just in case something is going wrong or something happens. But I want to just point out that if you do see anything that is incorrect or suspicious, please do contact the credit agencies immediately, okay? Next, you want to limit access to your information. And the way to go about doing this is not to carry your Social Security card or your number in your wallet or purse. And you want to also remove your name from many direct marketers lists by registering with the Direct Marketing Association online at http://dmachoice.thedma.org. Removing your name from marketers list will create fewer opportunities for thieves to steal your information. You also want to remove yourself permanently from most telemarketers lists by registering your phone number with the Do Not Call registry at 1-888-382-1222 or at https://donotcall.gov. And remember, never give your personal information to someone who calls you and asks for it, even if they say they're from your financial institution. Again, remember, financial institutions, banks, credit card unions, government agencies will not call you on the phone or email you. I had one time someone claiming to be from the IRS called me and said that I owed them money. There was an audit and that I was going to go to jail if I didn't pay them. So just remember, they will never call or email you. They will always send you something in the mail. You're going to want to use a shredder, scissors, or your hands to tear all papers with identifying information or account numbers into tiny pieces before throwing them out. And give out your Social Security number only when it's absolutely necessary. Often when someone asks for it, you are not required to give it to them. Next, you want to practice online security. And the way to go about doing this is committing all passwords to memory. Never write them down or carry them with you, not even on a Post-it note by your computer. I all know a lot of us used to like to use sticky notes, but don't do that either as well. You also want to make sure passwords include upper and lowercase letters and numbers. Do not include any words that can be found in a dictionary or names or dates that can be associated with you. For example, your children's names and date of birth. You want to use longer passwords or better. The best practice is to have a different password for each account. But if you find it too hard to keep track of so many passwords, have separate, longer, harder to guess passwords for your financial accounts than for ordinary use like your email. In addition, you never give out your personal information over the internet unless you have initiated the contact or know for certain with whom you're dealing. And never share identity information online unless the site is secure with an encryption program, so no one can intercept your information. And remember to tell if a website is secure, the address will start with HTTPS, not just HTTP. There will also be a locked icon near the web address. And also, do not reply to emails asking for personal information. Even if they have a bank or PayPal logo, financial institutions will never ask for personal information via email. This completes the identity tool to protect your information, but I want to go ahead and I'll change screens now so that way I can just wrap up some final information. And what I want to wrap up from this conversation is that let you know that according to the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, identity protection means treating your personal information just like cash or valuable a commodity. This means being careful not to leave it around and being thoughtful who is asking for it, why they need it, and how they're going to safeguard it for you. This concludes this session, and I hope you found the tips and the identity information tool very helpful. Thank you very much.